So here's the deal. If you've watched my November writing challenge video, you will know that at the very end of it, I was talking about how I wanted to do a challenge for December, but I didn't know if I'd be mentally able to. It's December 5th. I'm not doing that challenge, but I randomly have been very inspired to write. So we're going to do a fun Christmas writing vlog. The thing is, what I've been inspired to write is fan fiction, which I know people have hang-ups on that. But you know what? I'm taking it after a whole month of feeling so unmotivated to write even anything. I'm taking it. I'm running with it. We're doing it, okay? So this vlog's going to be me writing this fan fiction, I guess, because, yeah, it's Christmas themed. It's a fan fiction. It probably won't take me more than a couple days to write because it's like a short story type thing. But it's okay. I want to write. And that I'm taking as a win because of how bad November was. If you haven't watched that video, please go do so. Also, sorry that I cry in it. Like, life's been shit. But yeah, let's get on this fun little writing video. And sorry, it's nothing that'll ever be published. It's just fanfic. I might put it on AO3. Don't know. But I'm taking it as a win, and that's what we're doing. I'm sorry, I look like a mess, but I had to jump in here and say I wrote almost 3,000 words last night. Aha! It's December 18th. And like I said earlier, I was having ideas for fanfiction, and I was like, you know what, you just need to write to get that creativity stoked. So I did. And last night, just laying in my bed, typing on my phone, I wrote over almost 3,000 words. My total document's over 3,000 now. I started at about 700 yesterday. Almost 3,000 words in a night. Oh my god! So granted it's for fanfic. So it's never going to be anything published, which is fine. But it's writing. And that was my biggest thing, was just I wasn't even wanting to write anything. So to be able to write almost 3,000 words in a night, fantastic. Love it. Also, the other day, today's Thursday, Monday night, I went and I hung out with my friend. She was working the bar, and there was no one really there because Monday's kind of slow. And at one point we were talking about one of my story ideas, and I kind of spoiled it for her. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I just it spoiled the entire book. And she was like, no, I still need you to write this because I want to read the entire thing. And I was like, oh, okay. It's a concept I've been working on since college. Look at my hair is trying to grow bangs. At least something's growing because I have such little hair left. It's insane. It's gonna. Anyway, don't mind that. We got bangs today. It's fine. So that kind of sparked me a little bit. And then also one of my vendor events, I think it was the very last one in November that I went to, someone was talking to me about Shadow Warrior. They read the thing, and they were like, oh my god, I need to know when that comes out, because, like, that sounds, like, right up my alley. And they talked to me about it. They were asking a bunch of questions, and I was like, oh my god, people, like, actually are excited for my shit. Like, what the hell? And then last night I had a dream that everyone who bought my little Christmas book was rating it poorly. Like 1 star and being like, Nova can't write and Nova shit. And so I was like, thank you, brain. Love that for me. I've told people, like friends and stuff, I was like, I want you to literally be honest. Like, I don't even care. Like, if you don't like it, you can just tell me. And so far, who has read my little Christmas one was like, it's a little short, definitely cheesy, but we liked it. So I was like, yay. Most of my friends don't rate it because they're like online, because they're like, I feel like it's cheating. I told them it was fine. They could rate it whatever they wanted. Just be honest about it. But for some reason, that's what my whole dream was just everyone that I had sold my book to was telling me these horrible things about it. And I was like, oh, clearly it wasn't my book though, because there was one comment that it was talking about a whole scene, and I was like, that's not in my book. But I am having an issue with, on Amazon, there's a different book that is connected to my book, and I don't know how to fix it because I don't directly go through Amazon. So I don't know if I just need to send like a report and be like, this is a completely different book attached to this listing. But I'm not sure. So if you look up the gift on Amazon, it's like ebook and paperback. I don't have paperbacks through Amazon. You click on the paperback option, it's a completely different book by a different author. And it's for some reason tagging a different author. Anyway, it's just very weird, and I don't know how to correct it, because like I said, I don't go directly through Amazon. So that's something I gotta figure out, I guess. I also have to figure out, I had someone ask me back in September to message them about getting my book in their store. Completely forgot until like recently. And then I had someone last weekend, 2 weekends ago, asked me about it, and so I gotta message them. I just don't know how to do this. Like, that is what's getting me. The anxiety of I don't know what I'm doing is like eating me alive to the point that I'm like, I'm just failing at it. Like, I just need to give up, which no. So I need to figure out how to send that message. I'm gonna do some writing. I got about an hour before I gotta go pet sit. And it's horses, so I'm gonna be all stuffed up, especially since it's indoors, and hay. So I'll have to take a shower. We have a fire meeting tonight, so I don't have a whole lot of time today, but we'll see. We'll see how many words we get done. I'm literally about to pull up my computer because I was having so many ideas last night, and I was falling asleep, and then I woke up like an hour later because I had to go pee, but I was like, it's fine. Fell asleep on my phone while writing, so. Hey, enough scratching. I know it's dry in here. But yeah. I wanted to give you guys that update that I wrote things. I also have to do all of the rest of the 75 hard challenge the next coming weeks, because I wanted to have it done before the end of the year. Not going to, but it'll at least give me content for the next few weeks. Anyway, so gotta do that too. So see you all later. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's the final, hour of Christmas Day, and I just wanted to, pop in. I wrote my little fanfic, and it was about 12,000 words. Once I subtracted some of the stuff, cut it back, edited it, I posted it on AO3 of 11,200, I think. So I wrote 12,000 words already this month, and I'm
writing more fics. So here we go. But I posted it to AO3 last night, and within 24 hours, I had 600 hits, and like 67 kudos or something, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm freaking out. especially because I picked up my book the other day. This one I wrote for Christmas quite a few years ago. And 3 years ago, I went through and edited it and published it, and I was going through and reading it again, and holy crap. There are so many mistakes. I don't know how I published this. And so I was feeling really discouraged in my writing, and I had this weird dream one night that like everyone was commenting on my writing and saying how bad I was and how I needed to give it up. And so to go from that dream, which was weirdly about this book, figuring out that I made some major mistakes in not editing it properly and then publishing it, to posting this fic and having people comment that they can't wait for more of my writing and that I captured the characters so beautifully and everything, that I literally like, I want to screech, but I'm not going to for your ears. It's so uplifting and I am so excited. So I'm thinking about maybe taking a break for tonight because like I busted to get that one out last night, and I also did not sleep very long last night. So I think I'm just gonna read for tonight. But I was so excited. I wrote like at least 12K words this month so far. So go me after like nothing. Fantastic. So we're gonna go head off to, I think, do some reading. I'm doing like a young adult fic next, so maybe I wanted to read a little young adult book. We'll see. But I will see you guys all again shortly. Hey everybody! So December is over officially. It is actually in January right now, but we're still doing a little wrap up. So December, I wrote about 15,000 words, I think. I wasn't really tracking it all that well, just because I was more just focusing on actually writing, which I did. I published a small, like, one-shot fanfiction on AO3 that had 11,200 something words in it. I think I did about 12,000 for that one, but between, like, removing and adding, it came out to 11,200. So, but I estimated about 12,000 just because of editing and whatnot. When I first had it done, it was about 11,500, and then I removed a bunch, and it was 10,000 something, and then, you know, back and forth. So I'm assuming I wrote about 12,000. So published that, which was such a great idea, and I'm so glad I did it because the comments on it have just like melted me. They've warmed my heart so much to see these people like commenting on it, saying how much they loved it, which helped a lot after, as you know, with the gift. I obviously went through and found all these errors and was like, what did I do? Like, this isn't the representation of me, and now it looks horrible. So to be able to have that like boost of people who don't know me, because it's not connected to me at all, and like I'm not even gonna tell you guys the account or what it was for, just because I want to keep that separate for now. But to just have that boost of like, hey, we love your writing, oh my god, this is amazing, and all the comments and the kudos on it, it just is like, what? So that sparked me a lot, and I'm gonna make a video about my 2026 goals, but like it really helped me want to do more. I'm doing a lot more fan fiction. I did a few thousand in prep for a new one, and I also did a bunch of outlining on paper for some potential Christmas stories that I may try and write this spring and maybe have out by the fall. I don't know. But with all of those, that's why I said I think I did about 15,000 in December, which was not like the 30,000 I'd planned for November, but it was way more than I did in November. And I did this also through a lot of depression and loss and grief And so to have that 15,000 even through those, and to feel that spark come back, and to really want to dive back into writing and starting to pull out my old stories and looking at them, I call it a win. That's a win. So we're rolling with it. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season and Happy New Year, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye!